Hey y'all, it's Crystal. Thanks for coming by today. So let's talk 2025 because it's right around the corner. Believe it or not, 2024 is just about over with. What is even going on? But anyway, it's just like time keeps going. Yeah, like we don't know that. Okay, anyway, let's talk about some plans, ideas, whatever you want to call it for 2025. And I always love the new year. This idea of just, you know, fresh start, having some goals. I don't know. I love the new year. I really do. So, so I did. I've got a little list of things here that I put in my little journal. Some things I want to focus on, some slight goals, but honestly, I'm gonna do another year of like keeping it chill and relax because that worked really well for 2024 for me. I didn't set a lot of big reading goals, not, the big lists of things. No, we didn't do that here to this year. And yeah, I had a good year. Overall, 2024 was pretty great as far as, activities and hobbies and that kind of thing. It was good. It was good for me. So I just want to continue that vibe into 2025. You know what I mean? So yeah, not a lot of, like I said, goals with lists and things like that. But I got a couple things though that I kind of want to make sure I kind of keep my finger on over the year, right? So we'll start with reading. I do have a couple other things I'll talk about. So if you're just interested for reading goals and then want to dip out, totally cool with me. So we'll start with reading goals. Again, just keeping things chill and loose here. With things that I want to participate in. I love reading events. Y'all know that here. I do enjoy them, and I will continue to participate in what I want to do, but with not a lot of pressure again still. So if I just read one book for an event, I will call that participating and have fun with it that way, because there are a lot of really cool events, and I know that a lot of people it's time and to create these fun events. So I like to support my friends when they have events here. So yeah, I want to keep doing that, but just low pressure. Participate how I can, and don't stress it if I don't actually get to something. You know what I mean? Like, everything's good. Everything's fine. Okay. I am, of course, still in the midst of the Read What You Own challenge. I will continue that into 2025. I finally crossed over the 80 book mark. Y'all know I'm in the Read What You Own challenge from last year. Okay, 2023. Yeah. So, yeah. But I'm loving it. And I've been in a lot of books and things like that. Now, I could do a little better. I'm thinking about the number of books I read this year, and then the number of books that have been what I've read. That could be a little better, but still, it's fine. You know what I mean? Again, we're chill, relaxed. We're not stressing too much over here. But I'm gonna continue to read what you want because I have so many books. I've realized this year that I have way too many. I really do. I have too many books, and I need to read them or just get rid of them. Let's just be honest with ourselves. You know what I mean? I've had a sort of like a moment where I was just like, what are you doing? Why? What is going on here? Yeah, I had a moment. So, gonna continue on with the Read What You Own. When I finish my 100 book, I may pick up a couple of things that I've had my eye on after I finish that 100 book, like some favorite authors that release new things. Like, I know Haley Piper had a new one come out that I did pick up, things like that. So I may pick up a couple little things, but I'm not super like jonesing to buy a whole bunch of books. I'm just not. So I'm gonna roll right into a new Read What You Own challenge for 2025 whenever I finish this one that I'm on, however long that takes. But yeah, continuing with Read What You Own basically is the point of this chat. Okay. We're going to keep up, of course, with the Death by TBR book club. I'm having fun with that book club. This is one I co-host with Kelly from Kelly Hooked on Books, and we did release the first quarter book choices, so I'll link that video below if you missed it. But it's just a chat. Where was I going with that? I don't know. Casual, reading group. It's fun. We just pick different genres and things to read. It's gonna be fun. I also started, I have a K-pop Discord. For anyone that is into K-pop and wants to join us over there, we are a very chill, small, little fun group. We have a lot of fun in there, but I have made us a little section to read some Asian authors next year. And so we've picked out 6 books for that. So I'm working that into my year. I'm very excited for it. And so that's going to be, that is a along with my Death by TBR, that's going to be another sort of, some group reads that I'm going to be making sure that I get to in the year. And I'm really excited. So I've got that on my list. Okay. Other than that, like I said, I'm just going where the months take me. I will still continue to make kind of like monthly TBRs. We'll call them piles of possibilities, of course, to just give me a vibe for the month. And I never stress TBRs. I like to, because I have hundreds of books on my shelf unread, I like to whittle it down to a more manageable number and just kind of pull from those. So that's what TBRs are for me. But I would like to get back to a couple of projects too. Again, with low pressure, like I'm not going to try to read 1 book a month or anything like that. No. I'd like to get back to my Down syndrome project that I had going on. I hadn't read a single book this year, so I was reading books that had characters with Down syndrome, to just to kind of read them, see how I thought the representation was, and that kind of thing. So I could have this sort of master list of these are books I recommend, these are books I don't. But I got really slack on that, so I would like to get back to that because I do still have a few of those on my shelf. And yeah, I would like to just kind of keep going with that project. If I read just a couple, 2, 3 in the year, that's fine. Again, low pressure. Yeah. I would like to try to get back into reading my Margaret Atwood books. I think not this year, maybe the year before, I was going to focus on Margaret Atwood. I didn't do that. I think I maybe read a few things, but I would like to get to just a few more of her books this year. We do have one scheduled for the Death by TBR book club, so I know I'll get to at least one, but I'd like to throw in maybe a couple more, 1 or 2 more. Again, no, not a lot of pressure, but maybe 1 or 2 would be good. That would be great. I did read, I read 1 here in 2024. I think it was, yeah. So, and, but I just would like to get, because she has a lot of books is what I'm saying. So I just like to get back to that. I'd also really, really, really like to get back to my Malazan reading. I have slacked off tremendously with reading this huge fantasy series. And I stalled out here, of course, on Midnight Tides. What is this, book 4, I think? I want to say this is book 4. And the thing of it is I really enjoy Malazan. But yeah, I set it down. You know what I mean? I set it down, but I want to get back to it. So if I can read if I could finish this year, that'd be great. If I can start book number 5, that'd be awesome too. I just want to keep it in my brain, keep it going. These chapters are always humongous. There's a lot. The thing with Malazan is there is the complication to it, but it's also not as complicated as it seems at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense, but I have found Malazan very great to read. And I'm not a super, super duper fantasy reader. Like, I don't read tons of fantasy. I don't hate fantasy, but you know what I'm saying? It's not like my go-to genre, but I really enjoy these books, is what I'm trying to say. So I want to get back to it. And one thing I'm very glad that Past Me did was write little, like, little chapter, synopses for myself, so I can go back. Oh yeah, see, I've got like little notes about what happened in each little section here. I may start from the beginning, just to kind of refresh, but what I do with Malazan, which I actually found very helpful, is to listen to the audio or reading. I bought them all at an Audible sale, maybe last year, a few bucks a piece, and I bought them all then, and so to read along with the audiobook, I found to be very helpful with Malazan. So again, a tips if you're trying to get into Malazan, try the audio with reading. It helps with character names and place names and stuff, because sometimes they're a little difficult and tricky, and it just helps tremendously. So all that to say, can I finish at least Midnight Tides this year? That's a goal. That is an actual goal for me. Okay. So editing me, I forgot two things for my reading because they weren't on my list, but they were up here, which is why they're just coming to my mind now, hours after filming this video. Back two reading goals that I wanted to get back into was getting back into reading my short story collections, because I have a ton on my shelf, and I used to be really good about picking like one a month, sometimes two a month if they were short, and reading like a story-ish a day and working through those collections, and I was really enjoying doing that. Again, I got a little slack these past few months, so I want to add that back in. I also want to work through some of my manga because I've got quite a bit on my shelf that I've picked up, and you know, it's sitting there unread, so yeah, adding those two things to the book list. I think that's about it really for reading. I mean, you know, again, not a lot of heavy goals. I'm not doing like 25 books for 2025. No, we're not doing that. I fail miserably at that every time. I'm not doing it. I didn't do it 2024. I'm not doing it 2025. We're not doing it. We're not going there. So it is what it is. All right. So for videos, I got just a couple of things. I like to get back into doing my vlogs. I personally love making vlogs. My little themed vlogs that I liked, particularly the ones where I read like certain K-pop idols, those are so fun. I'm gonna try to do one in January to coincide with something that's going on in January. We'll see if it works out, but anyway, just, you know, try to get back to vlogging. Maybe I'll do like one a month or something. I don't know, we'll see. I will be continuing with the Week of Weird here on YouTube. Jason and I'm sure he's down for it. I didn't really check with him, but I'm sure he's down for the Week of Weird. So we usually do them in March and September. So just keep an eye out, and I'll, you know, we'll bring them back for sure. We never really, you know, pick the weeks until we think about it, you know. So, but they're coming back. And I'm really looking forward to those. They're always a lot of fun. And basically, I mean, just try to keep making videos. You know, that's kind of the thing here, right? My channel, and I don't mean this in any sort of like negative or like deprecating way, but it is a you get what you get kind of channel, because I fit this into my life, right? I enjoy being here in this space and chatting and making videos, but like it isn't my life, you know what I mean? So I know I'm not consistent, and you get a video when you get a video, that kind of thing. So I do appreciate the support here. This last year I've had a little bit of growth this year in my channel. Very exciting. I am, you know, approaching 2,000 subscribers, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I've had a good year here, and so I want to thank you all for continuing to hang out with me here in this space and being appreciative of my chill vibes and you get what you get kind of vibe, you know what I mean? Because that's what I answer. Alrighty, that's kind of a bit it about, oh my god, that's kind of it for reading and then the channel here. So if you're interested in other things, I've got some goals, some eyes on. We're going to talk about that now. Okay, I want to get real serious about my Korean learning, and I very am proud of myself. I have very consistently stuck with my Duolingo lessons. I think I only maybe missed, you know, 5 or 6, you know, of your daily streak. You know, you get the freezes if you're in Duolingo, yeah. But I mean, I do at least 1 lesson a day. You know what I mean? Just to keep it in my brain. But that is not good enough. And I had this goal for 2024 to get more serious about my Korean. I did not do that, but I really want to. So I signed up for Talk to Me in Korean, which comes with like a videos and things like that. They had a Black Friday sale, just kind of a Black Friday-ish sale of half off, very reasonable. And even in just the first couple lessons, which are things I already know, I was like, okay, yeah, this is going to be great. I think I just need someone to talk to me about it. You know, like, why, you know, explain it to me, okay? Which Duolingo does not do, okay? Duolingo is great for, you know, learning vocabulary and learning how to, you know, properly say things, you know. But it's not good for, like, actual sentence structure. It doesn't teach you, like, why a sentence is structured the way it is, you know, that kind of thing. I mean, so I think it's a good to keep doing Duolingo, and I'll keep doing that. But I just need something more, something that, and I just really want to work on my speaking of the language as well. And so that's something I want to focus on. So all that to say, try to get better with my Korean learning. Because it's been fun, just learning another language, whatever the language is. I mean, it's just been really fun, and it's kind of like I want to learn this language so I can learn another one, which seems ridiculous, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, I have a little section marked other. I got to get back on track with watching some of my shows because these past few months I have not been watching anything, and I'm so bummed. Particularly a lot of my Thai shows. I watch a lot of Thai dramas, but of which I am now woefully behind. And now we have all the 2025 shows coming out. I just got to get back to watching ones that I really wanted to watch. I do want to make some more time for stitching. I did a little stitching here in October, and I did a little bit here in December, my cross stitching, and you know what, I really do miss it, so I just want to make a little more time for it. You know, that's fine. I need to get back to exercising. These past few months I've just been slacking on everything, so get back to exercising. I want to make 2025 a semi-low buy year. Let's talk about money. I mean, let's be open, right? So I think it's cool and okay to do that. 2024 brought along some debt for me because car expenses. Anyone else get hit by those unexpected car repairs, which are always an exorbitant amount of money? So I need to pay off that, which I had to put on my credit card, that kind of thing. Because who has that kind of money laying around when it comes up that you need all these car repairs? And I gotta keep this car. I can't afford a new car. I mean, who can do that? No, this economy. What are you talking about? So I gotta keep my car working. So I just had to slide that card, and it hurt my spirit. It did. So that just means, so doing Read What You Own, of course, will help with book buying, of course, because I have been book buying, and even on the K-pop side of things, which is another thing I spend money on. I've not been buying a whole lot of albums and things like that, so I've just been, I've disconnected, or not disconnected, what's the word? Canceled Netflix, just little monthly expenses that were coming out. Let's get rid of some of these things. Who needs all this stuff? So we're just 2025 for us is just going to be and we also had some HVAC work done to the house, which was a crazy expensive too. So we've just got some things to pay off this year, or 2025. Focus on that kind of thing. Just a general low buy, I would say, at least for the first, well, probably all year, but will I still buy some things? I mean, I am who I am. I already have a couple of concerts lined up for 2025. Concerts have become my happy place. You cannot take them from me. That's just how it is right now. I'm sorry. Okay, if I spend my money on nothing else in 2025 as far as fun stuff, it will be concerts. And I make no apologies for that. So you can still have fun while being boring and not buying anything, It's just prioritizing, right? So that's kind of the other thing. Just take it a little easy, on my spending and enjoying the things I already own, and taking part of, there's always, free things that are going on in your community that you can do, or, that don't cost a whole lot of money that we can do as a family. Again, I don't know that we'll have a big family vacation this year. Just financial things, which stinks, but, it's fine. Sometimes you have these years, right, where it just goes up and down with what you got going on in life, right? And, of course, here in the U.S., who knows what 2025 is going to be like. I mean, I feel like I just need to slow my roll, try to, again, pay off some things while I was trying to save some things. Do you know what I'm saying? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yes. Okay, so, I think that's about it for the sort of miscellaneous. Yes. Okay. I think that's about it. Really, it's just very chill, and so one thing I did in my journal was I did this, most of this morning, some of this morning, it doesn't matter. So I've written out all the buzzword things. I thought maybe I'd give buzzword a try. That's, of course, by Books and Lala does her buzzword stuff. She has 2 challenges this year, one for the buzzword and then one for book covers, which I thought could be fun. And then I have written out over here just all of the book clubs. There will probably be another page. Will I partake in all of these book clubs? No, but I like to at least have them written down as possible things I can choose from for the year. You know, when I need something, I want to participate in something, you know, like who knows, you know. So I've got that going on. I have little yearly things. And I bet again, that's low pressure. With book clubs and things other than my own, I'll hop in when I can on those. And cause I do like, you know, book clubs are fun, you know. So anyway, I had to edit out a toilet flush. My son flushed the toilet, which is right across the hall. I don't know if you heard it or not, but if you did, and if there's a weird cut, that's why. Anyway, I think that's about it. So let me know what you got going on for 2025. Do you make big plans, or are you keeping it chill like me? I think chill is the way to go for 2025. I just feel that is the way to go for me, at least anyway. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Thanks again for another great 2024, and we'll look forward to a really fun 2025. All right, bye.